Nirvana sector. The only god here is the credit. What people don't know about war is chaos make credits flow. So that's where you'll find us, right in the middle of it. This time, we know other travelers are out there. The stakes of the game have raised.
The Defiance is not an organization. It is not a group. It is not a few persons. It is the current, the desire that flows through every working hand in Nirvana. It is freedom, and with freedom, anger. Anger at being kept as mere tools for a machine that makes nothing but misery and war. The Defiance is the truth. It is awakening. We have eyes everywhere. All of the working people of Nirvana see, and so, now, the end of the hope of our liberation from the tech-nobility, we report to you those things which happened back then, the week of 11/25, day 295. The swell of freedom within the people, the natural desire for respect and dignity, the rights of all, the equality which has unjustly been suppressed is a dam bursting in Vinfall. Solomon Stans, the most notorious criminal, operated under the alias of Douglas Kane, hijacked the broadcast streams of Jump Space Media, the government's tool for propaganda. This would not be the only time the corporate dictators would see their precious instrument of control disrupted in the following weeks. In it, he declared that the common people should rise up against the Federation and push back the hegemony from our space. Stans called his group of independents the Free Militia, and they would begin to thread together alliances to fight their former masters. The Defiance is not a group. It is not a few people. It is an idea, the natural urge of all free and equal people. By the end of that week, they saw a second disruption of the broadcast network. Our informants tell us this was the work of a group known as Starpiece. Supposedly, a Federation-registered NGO, Starpiece had smuggled explosives, drugs, and a bioweapon, and was a destabilizing force in the region. They had contacts at the keyholder level of art and media in the Federation, and their leaders were tech-nobles. But they were a cult, dedicated to things too grotesque to need being mentioned. And it doesn't matter. Their transmission claimed the Space Vikings were responsible for the Red Zone crisis, and the Space Vikings invaded their compound in T-41A1 and wiped them out, taking their tech-nobles hostage, forcibly converting or enslaving the survivors, and killing the rest and taking their weapons, explosives, and the bioweapon. With Stans arriving on board the Viking cruiser and system, and a Federation naval detachment sent to hunt down Stans, the Federation inadvertently declared war on the Vikings. With the death of the Viking cruiser commander, Stans would be in a solid alliance with the rising Thor's Racen, who would declare his open lordship over all Vikings and over the captured Jump Space Airways. This was the beginning of the rebellion. At the same time, in the Teunkum gas giant local system, something happened to the hegemony ships. Suddenly, they turned on one another. Some fled. Others tried to make contact with Federation officials. Only a third of their fleet remained hostile, and of it began a slow advance toward Heaven's Edge, while several others began artillery bombardment of the surface of Free City. It is thought that Stans released an ancient true AI through direct signal to the hegemony ships infecting them, a violation of universal high laws, and some might say, a war crime. That same week, Jump Space would try airing a red herring piece on Testy's Dynamo while he was in Jump Space, attempting to humiliate him with stories of when he was a baby and a drunkard. Jump Space also tried to place a hedged bet on us, through a third party releasing an interview with one of our agents, where we spelled out our ideals to the public. Travelers would begin arriving at Helios from their various adventurers by the end of the week. The partnerships and betrayals made here would steer the fate of the sector for years to come. Today, we tell you, the public, the same truth we told Jump Space. The Federation will tighten its grip, or try to. Their lie is collapsing. Anyone can be branded a criminal by tomorrow. This is not law. This is not justice. And this is not working. They have failed. The people will rise. We have been complacent with injustice too long. Our passivity is our weakness. We call now for the people of Vinfall to stand up to corporate governors. Respect existence, or expect resistance.
All right. Well, then welcome back to Nirvana Sector. For those that are not on the play-by-post, would one of you all bring us up to speed on what's happened so far with your travelers? Maybe Thicket. Thicket, you started on Glumcrag and met the man and everything, so maybe what has happened with your travelers so far?
It's definitely been a bit of a time. Got into Glumcrag, met this lovely old batshit insane prospector called Gus Chiggins. And he thinks he knows where radioactives are in a mine, and we're gonna go see what we can do about that. And then something about a gort. I still don't know what a gort is. I know some people are hunting for a gort, and we've pointed them in what I suspect is the wrong direction. And I don't know, just the way Gus keeps going on about gorts, I am very concerned about that. And in the middle of that conversation with Gus, we had someone else join in, and that was Psyche. And now it's a 3-person crew with an attached driver that we got for free for pointing people in possibly the wrong direction of gorts. And we're gonna see whether or not we can not die to mine radioactives.
It's just
right and wrong.
Yeah.
Because my advice very much might lead them to gorts.
I know. I have this massive suspicion that we're gonna find the gorts and they're not gonna find the gorts.
Who knows?
I hope that's not the case, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope they're very vulnerable to swords.
All right. So both of you all are currently on the barren, thin atmosphere, freezing cold, radioactive in places planet of Glumcrag. And we'll start tonight in the Dregs Bar at Glumcrag Starport, at the low port. I'll turn the jukebox on. Okay. So Glumcrag puts off this kind of like, it's not that it's dirty and brown, it's that it glows brown. It has this pulsing brown energy to the whole planet, and there's pockets on the surface where there are these radioactive patches. Radioactives are the most valuable raw capital, the most valuable raw resource in the galaxy, in the solar system. Second, or coming in just ahead of drugs, and we're talking, plutonium, uranium, that kind of stuff. Rare isotopes and things. And so Glumcrag has been known to have been mined out eons ago, ages ago. And you have here in the distance, you can see the kind of lonely and desperate looking craggy things that are the namesake of the planet jutting up into the sky in the distance. And the atmosphere is only barely breathable. And this place is only barely habitable. And you find you have to wear like a big, thick overcoat and winter gear and probably a combi mask. Some people are here not wearing masks, but they don't look healthy. And you're at the Starport, what's called the Low Port. The Starport Bar is the place where travelers, it's their home away from home. And there are some people here that could be former travelers or kind of associated with how the Star Town works. This is a classy Star Town. Some of them are gambling or talking about their business and everything. This is also a slow place. And you're here at the bar before you head out. You're here with Gus Chiggins and Harold. And I will point out to you before you head out. The bartender there at the bar, obviously his name is Dreg. And you can see people all bent over their drinks whispering about interesting business that's come on the feed. Now, of note, you may have seen stuff in Jump Space Media Broadcasting. That hasn't happened yet, okay? It is like day 278, and that happens on day 282, okay? So, as you are getting your stuff ready to go, taking your last drinks, whatever, getting food and things, a chubby, short, mustachioed man in a rolled down vac suit where the top is rolled down and a comba mask comes to the table and he says, "Oh, you look like you don't look like you're from this world. You look like off-worlders." You can look at him. You can tell he's also an off-worlder. He's not like a native.
Well, what's it to you? You seem like you're not exactly native here yourself.
Oh, I'm not. Puts his hands on the rolled down portion over his pot belly of the vac suit. He rocks back and forth. He says, "I am Federation Solar Police, actually. And we were just moving through and happened to take a look over here and saw some travelers. Now, I'm sure that everything is above board and you're not doing anything unlicensed here on Glumcrag. Not operating equipment you're not authorized to operate. Trying to find work you shouldn't be doing or stake a claim that ain't yours, that ain't on your land. But, you know, if you need any help, I could take a little bit of money for you and I could make sure it's all taken care of. That's just part of my business." He's obviously trying to extort you for money. He sees two travelers here.
Okay, looking at him, does he seem like he's a noble?
No, not at all. He does look like he's a cop. He does look like he's a Fed cop. That now, to clarify, when I say a Fed cop, it's like the state police in the United States. Like this is like a highway patrolman. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say. Well, no need to worry, sir. We're not up to any business that would require your assistance. I would like to specifically mention like my family name and like whatever, because I am a minor noble, and so we're on the up and up.
Yeah. You want to go ahead and mention your family name?
Sure.
Yeah. What is it?
Well, I could make one. I don't think I actually had one.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's say, Carlos.
Okay. He sees this and he smiles and kind of curls his lip a little bit, and he says, "Well, I just figured I'd offer, but I hope whatever business you have here goes very well. You won't be seeing us again." He makes a hasty retreat. Something worse than guns and money or lawyers. So, anywho,
Yeah, that tracks.
let's see here. Yeah, so he trucks off and he tells his friends, and they leave. You see these other people whispering, "Is there anything else that you want to do here?" On daily tasks, you can try to obtain a rumor. You can try to buy equipment, but I think you all have already bought all your equipment and stuff, right? And you can try to hire someone, but you don't see anyone else.
I'm currently working on a list of equipment that I need to get.
Okay.
So when I am done with that, I will huck it in the little
gotcha.
thread we have. And if anything stands out as, "Hey, you probably can't get this,"
that sounds like a plan. Sure. Okay. Other than shopping, is there anything else y'all want to do before you get to your ATV and head out into the waste?
You said there's no one, it seems, available to hire, right?
Yeah, it doesn't look like, you could hire someone to act as a porter or to hold information or, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
How much would a porter cost?
To watch the ATV?
Well, I presume our driver is watching the ATV, but maybe someone to because I have a lantern, right, going down there. Is there someone who could maybe just a torch bearer of sorts?
Yes, absolutely, and they're cheap. If you just want some sorry sap here that looks desperate and badly needs credits, you see a few drug addicts, and they're easy. They will take just 100 credits of pay. For the
I'll
job.
pay for that. That's fine.
Okay, you've got a one drug addict that is got the shakes real bad, and he's just happy to have a meal and is willing to carry stuff into Doom.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
Do we have a preference for light source?
Well, I have one of the cold light lanterns, which that alone lasts for 3 days.
Yeah, I have a couple of electric torches. I'm just debating whether or not we want to get more cold light lanterns.
I think it's fine because I think we're 1 day's travel away from the place. I don't expect we would need that much light.
Right. I'm gonna get an extra one, just one. In case.
You can also
torches.
You can also just get stuff to leave in the ATV as well.
Yeah. Actually, I got a few then.
I got a med kit for us, but it's too heavy to actually carry, so it'll just be in the ATV.
Okay.
Yeah, I also got a med kit. I'm also getting oxygen tanks and a pressure tent because I don't feel like sleeping in a combi mask.
Now, of note on the tent, and you may still want to get it. I don't know how much it weighs and can stay in the ATV. A unique thing about the ATV is it has a sealed living space. It's meant for exploratory things.
Yeah,
so,
I did see that.
Yeah, you can actually stay inside of it and survive, and it has better air, and you can sleep in it and eat in it and stuff.
Oh.
That's assuming you have it and nothing happens to it, of course. So.
I'll get the tent just in case.
Yeah, I like the tent.
It does weigh 25 kilos.
It depends on the tent. Which tent are you getting?
Pressure tent.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I'm just getting a normal tent if I got one. You get a pressure if you want, sure.
Well, yeah, because it's a tainted ass atmosphere. You want to sleep in a combi mask? Go for it.
Sure. I was running through here without a mask a while ago, so.
All right, so with that, you gather everything into your ATV, and Gus Chiggins and your nameless drug addict.
Sorry, really quick question. Protective suit likely to be necessary, do we think?
Yes.
That's what meant for
Yes.
corrosive stuff. Does radioactive count as corrosive?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll check that in here.
Oh man. Yes.
Are we thinking just normal one, not like cloth one, or?
I'm getting the cloth one.
Yeah, it just acts as that armor. Okay.
Might as well.
So, whoops. Actually, I screwed these up.
That's good math.
Okay.
And it's not the right number.
It takes you, in fact, 2 days. Let me see if anything happens. There is something that happens on the first day out, and there's something that happens on the second day. Okay. Before we begin, so you travel, you get in the ATV, you ride out into Glumcrag, the jagged, these kind of isolated hills. They would be like mesas or rock formations that would form out on their own, but they go up into jagged, sharp peaks kind of off on their own. Otherwise, it's just open space. And you have what is like a frozen precipitation here, but unlike our beautiful Fibonacci sequence snowflakes, here you have these chunks of debris as like portions of larger mountain ranges on other parts of the planet trap parts of the radiation that kind of floats in, and you end up getting kind of this just like debris mixed that's frozen, that falls from the atmosphere from those high mountains, and it drifts off into here. And so anyways, on your first day, when you stop to sleep, you drive for 60 kilometers, and right, 60 kilometers per hour. It was 200 southwest. What did I say it was? I thought I said it was 250 kilometers. Did I say it was going to take a day, 250 kilometers? Okay. So it actually only takes 1 day. The first day, you have the remains of what was once a road. And you can tell that this planet was once developed, and there used to be more stuff on it. You can even kind of see what you think might be among the jagged rocks, portions of housing or factories, things that were here long ago. And on your first day, when you stop the ATV, you briefly see this creature. And it just hops up to a nearby rock, and it plaintively looks at you all. And then you see Gus. He's like, he says, he says, gobs of goop grease, give me my rifle. And he like searches around the stuff, and he knocks a bunch of stuff all over the place. It pours out of the back of the ATV. He grabs a gun, and he gets his gun. He falls backwards on his ass and everything. This thing scares the crap out of him.
There goes. What's that?
And then it
what is it?
just hops away. Just hops away into a hole. And he says, that is a gort.
Oh. Interesting.
The small three-eyed horned bunny is I assume it's earned the reputation, and someone just hasn't really embellished their loss of a rabbit.
Oh, pancakes. Now, you just listen to Gus right now. Those things are the greatest terrors on the whole planet of Glumcrag. They've killed more miners than, well, other miners.
So, our driver had been looking for a goat, right? So I'll actually go to talk to our driver. Say, the crazy old man says the creature we just saw is a goat. If your friends haven't gotten too far yet, maybe you could tell them to come here.
You want me to radio them and tell them to come this way?
Well, I will leave it up to you. It's your choice. I think the way they're going, they could get some information. But that old man in the back, he thinks that that's a goat. It's up to you whether you think that's worth it or not for them to come this way.
Well, I can have them head this way if you want, and out of character, ultimately that's your choice. I'm leaving that up to you if you want to. Would it serve you and you want them headed your way, or not?
I just don't. I think the idea is I just don't want them to think we're like hiding information about goats from them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just want to be very open that the old man's telling us that's a goat. They were looking for goats. I'm letting them know.
He saw one. Yeah. Okay. He does that. He gets on the radio now. He fiddles around with it, and he's like, they're too far off. I can't reach them, but I'll keep trying. If we could get somewhere higher up, I think I might be able to. After that first day, that brings you within a few dozen kilometers, supposedly. He said it was like 250 kilometers southwest. And from where you are, you can see. Actually, I don't think this is helpful. I'm going to make it to where you can see more than this. I'm going to make it to where you can see, I don't know, maybe that much more. Okay. So you can see this kind of open plain to either side. It looks like the terrain is rough there, like it'll slow you down. And then you have this big open space. And for some reason, the ground looks perfectly smooth. And then, to answer the question, if you go to the edge of this smooth portion of ground and you touch it, it's not cold. It's not ice or anything, but it's just like glass, just as far as you can see. So you think your vehicle could go 60 kilometers per hour on that. It's going to go 30 kilometers per hour in these rougher areas. And then there's this big jutting stone thing. Not depicted on it are these jutting up like knife type things up out of the rock. You can see there are it's extremely porous. It looks like a sponge. There's all these little holes. And then there's like bigger caves as well. What do you all do?
I guess ask Gus, where's the old mine?
I reckon it's up that way. He points out in the distance, like this way. To the northeast is southwest. So the map is backwards. I have it oriented kind of where you'd be going though.
Okay. Do we see something off in that direction?
It goes beyond your line of sight, beyond the horizon. This is, you can see about 9 kilometers or so. Whoops. Let me get rid of that. That's about how far you can see, actually. I just gave you a little bit more because I always try to give beyond the sight. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess we continue in that direction, right?
Yeah, just do we want to go on the strange salt flats like glass surface, or do we want to take the rough and not glass surface?
The glass surface seems solid, right? Like it could actually sustain our weight.
Yeah, it actually feels like metal or glass or something. Like it feels like it's extremely solid, or even like a perfectly smooth roadway or something. But
is that weird?
Whatever you might propose it might be. Gus does not know what it is, and neither does Harold. So
Is this like a known phenomenon for Glumcrag, or?
You wouldn't know, and the only native is Gus Chiggins with you, and Gus doesn't know.
And Gus doesn't know. Great.
Yeah.
Well, plus the drug addict, right?
Oh yeah, the drug addict. Yeah, he definitely doesn't know. He barely knows where he is. Like plane of existence, level of orientation. All right. Here we go. Well, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, do you want to go on the smooth stuff? Do you want to go up to the porous rocks, or do you want to go off kind of in the rocky portion?
I think let's go over the smooth stuff.
Okay.
Also, just to double check something, because I do have infrared goggles. I presume the goat did like give off like a heat signature, like it is a living creature.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
all right.
No, I'm going to give you the full benefit of that, and I'm just going to flatten and abstract it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay. So you travel then for about 30 minutes, and I'll kind of describe what you can see from where you are next. Still not quite satisfied with how much it's showing, so I'm going to show you some more. Make it this much.
Is anyone else kind of like anxious about ending up with a dune kind of worm just kind of popping out of this glass?
I would be more worried on the solid ground than on the glass. I think we have other worries here.
So there are... well, actually, first let me roll and see if anything happens out here. In 30 minutes. Okay. There are 3 things that you can see. You think that you're headed southwest, as best you can tell. Gus is able to do that. He's like, that's southwest. And you see 2 rock formations. This one is gentler and domes up, kind of like Amun-Sul in Lord of the Rings. Like it's like creates this platform that you can see that you could switch back. That is to say, you could probably climb up, I don't know, like 1,000 meters if you wanted to. This thing's really tall, and you could see everything around if you got up there. Over here, you can see glowing brown patches in places, and every once in a while you think you see little flittering motions, and then like a bunch of flittering, like because you're pretty far away, so but you can see like a whole tide of flittering on top of a rock disappear over the top of the rock. There's clearly movement on it. From where you are, it almost looks like little ants moving around. But there's a bunch of stuff moving around, and then there's these glowing brown patches. And then as you get what would be further southwest ahead of you, you can see that it almost looks like a marble, like almost like the earth is marbled. And you can even see these streaks of veins and stuff. And it's so perfectly smooth that it reflects the ATV. Which of these 3, and then of course the other option is to go back the way you came. What would you all like to do?
Okay. Does Gus have anything in particular?
He's like,
say?
I bet my hornswogglin slap my mule and call me Chinese. It's that way up there. He points. You don't know what Chinese is. He points this way.
Which way?
Let me ping it. Move
okay.
it.
Yeah. Oh, and what's that way? Was that the like marble with veins?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm inclined to agree. How's our radiation counters going?
Wait, Thika, what did you say?
Does anyone have a pair of binoculars? Because I did not think to get any.
I did not. I have compass, so we, could use a compass if we need to get back. And I have I have a radiation counter. How's that doing?
You do get trace radiation. It's probably hovering like 2-3 rads, and it fluctuates, but nothing up into like 30-40, rads. Nothing that's like radioactive, if you will. There's just ambient radiation from the planet.
Okay. Yeah, well, I think I'm good to just go in that direction towards the marble with veins.
Okay.
Does Gus have binoculars by any chance?
No. None of these three. They have.
Hey Gus, that bit of dirt's glowing. What's up with that?
Oh, are you talking about this over here?
Yeah, the very strange, fucking flickery ass rock.
He looks. He's like. He says, "Well, call me a beard on a buffalo. I don't see nothing glowing out there, young man." And he can't see that far.
Well, fuck. Okay. If we're still wanting to get that radio signal out to the people who want to fucking find Gort's, we may want to go on top of the big rock. But that does also, is that like when you mentioned climbing it for 1,000 meters, did you mean actual climbing or driving?
Climbing. Yeah, like dismounting from the ATV and walking up to the top of it. You think it would take, I don't know, a couple hours.
Yeah, that's a little too out of our way for the convenience of, hey, there's possibly Gorts in this direction. This marble's making me uncomfortable, but we don't exactly have a better place to go at the moment. So I guess we continue.
Okay. You travel onto the marble surface, and
I do not like random marbles.
Why is it not letting me? Let's see if that way. Nope. That way. Nope. It's not letting me ping. Oh, that's frustrating. Okay, I'll have to do it manually. Okay. Let me move you a little bit further so you can see some more stuff. It's sort of parallel off in the distance. You're starting to pass now the rock that has the stuff skittering on it and the glowing brown patches, and you see a rock. Now this, Gus can see the break in the horizon, and he's like, "I swear, polecat, that's it right there, off in the distance." And he's like licking his dry lips as if he's gonna find something refreshing to drink there. And there is a series of jagged rocks. These look like all the others that you've seen, evenly spaced throughout on the planet. And then to the left of that, which I wish I could shift ping. Oh, it worked that time for some reason. You can see that to the left of that are another series of rocks. And you see one that has a big symbol on it, like a big spiral. And you can see little smoke, things of smoke coming. Little bits of smoke trails coming on the other side of that rock. And let me roll this really fast. Nope. Okay. And then lastly, then the ATV, it is hauling butt. I mean, on this like smooth surface, man, this thing, it's going 80, 90, getting up 100 kilometers per hour. You know, it's going as fast as you want it to go. And if you ever ask Harold about it, he's like, I don't know. It just moves. It's going really smooth on this. Why it's like it's a big road. And then all of a sudden you feel, and like everything starts to, like the ATV starts to shudder as if there's something wrong with it.
Okay, well, tell him to slow down.
Okay, I'll slow down. And then you slow down and you can see from the motion parallax is like things are no longer whipping by you, that it's not the ATV it's shaking, it's the entire ground around you that's shaking.
You see, there might be a dune worm underneath. You might have been right.
And there's a big dune worm that erupts from the earth behind you. Let's see here. It looks like this thing.
Maybe we keep going.
Well, I think we speed up after we see it. After the assault, we see it.
Let's see here. We need something like smoke and fire, I think. This thing is so like in that picture. If you still have the picture up, the picture of that starship, imagine that's the actual size reference to the snake, right? Like this thing is like, what is that?
Big.
100 meters, like, and it's like 3-4 meters wide, this thing, and it erupts out of the soil and it starts writhing towards you. What do you do?
Tell him to speed up. Can I take like a shot at it from inside the ATV?
The ATV actually has a turret, but no gun on it. So what you would do is you would get up in the turret and take a gun, and you could mount it, and then use the ATV and try to hit with the ATV moving. Is that do you want to shoot it? Gus Chiggins will
away.
Shoot that thing! Shoot it! And like he's like trying to hang on and everything. And
yeah, can only one person go up into the turret spot, or is there space for multiple people?
I'm gonna say yeah. It's got room for one person. It's like a Humvee. It's got like a port, like a gunner's port where you can sit up in it, and you can bring whatever gun you want up there.
Okay.
Frankly, even if it could fit more than one person, I'm a liability and I don't have a gun. So,
don't have a gun?
Okay.
No.
No. You could buy a gun in town.
Weapons.
Oh yeah, you're good with a broadsword. Well, hey, go out there and do your job. You get a broadsword.
I'm not gonna I'm not running at a goddamn snake that a fucking starship
how fast does it seem to be compared to our ATV?
How what? It's catching up.
How fast
to you.
is it?
That is what's happening.
Catching up.
Yeah. And so he's accelerating to like 100 kilometers per hour, and this thing is like, and it's catching up to you.
And this is on the glass surface, right?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if we get off the glass, it'll stop following us. I'll tell him to head towards off the glass, but then I'll get into the gunner and I'll fire with my rifle, I suppose. I'll fire.
All right. Let me just do it on this map. This is actually a good setup.
I just start hearing drums and people chanting Nissan Al Gaib.
Okay. All right. So you're going to try to get off the glass and you're going to try to shoot it. So this is going to take 2 different skill checks. Luckily, you got a guy who can do the skill check, and he's not skill 0. So for the rifle, though, I'm going to say that it's a -1 to hit with the movement of the ATV. And it is currently at long range, which is a good thing, right? This is more than 250 meters away, or about 250 meters away. So you do 2d6. Which weapon are you using?
So, rifle.
Yeah, and by the way, you guys own the rules just as well as I do, so you can always look at these numbers and disagree with me, and I'll believe you. So a rifle, I'm pretty sure, is -1 for long and -1 for the movement. And you can counter that by adding your dex and your rifle skill level.
Yeah, so rifle will be -1 because we're long, yeah, and then -1 for the movement. But does the creature have like armor of sorts?
It's clearly tough, yeah. And that's a good question. What are you up against? I'm gonna say hide though, so it should be on here. Hide.
I don't see hide.
Defender's armor. All right, I'm just gonna call it Jack.
Okay, well, if it's Jack, then I have a +3 to the roll as well. So that's +3, -1, -1. So +1 from my dex, I think. Oh, actually, I don't know if I have a bonus from dex, but I have a bonus from rifle.
What's your dex?
I think 7.
No.
So I think I can use it, but I don't have enough for the bonus.
Right.
So it's just a +2
Okay.
in the end.
You want to get an 8?
So, yeah, so 2d6 + 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Take a shot. That's a 10, so that does hit.
All right. Roll for damage.
What do I roll for damage?
For a rifle, I think it's 3 dice.
Is it 3 die? Okay.
Look real fast here. Rifle is 3 dice.
Right. Okay. Okay. That is 9.
9. You hit into it, and then like some blue gray stuff starts spraying out of it, and it rears up. It does seem to slow it down, and it gives you a lead as it acts surprised, and it coils back, and then it like kind of like banks around on its side, and then hits the ground and burrows, and then starts trying to catch back up. So like it doesn't know what it's been hit by. It doesn't know how bad it is. It's not bad enough, but it's giving you some space. Let me see here. It was 8, right? 8 damage?
9.
9 damage. Okay, so that would be... All right, I got it. All right, so the other one is Thicket. Do you want to roll for Harold's ATV skill check? It's simply 2d6 plus 3 to get an 8. If you pass, all will be well.
+3, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a 10.
For a total of 10.
All right. Given both of these things, you are able to get up the distances. He's like, and just like the distance increases from the point where when it burrows, it can't even kind of track you underground and figure out where you are at this point. And you are basically like, I assume you go to the nearest, like, in fact, like this, like the nearest place to get off the seam. And and it disappears under this glassy surface.
Yeah, because I assume that's how it's detecting us, right? It's through the glass.
Yeah, so and now you're kind of on this rocky stuff. You go about 30 kilometers per hour on it. I'm gonna roll again.
Well, it's not interesting we could do that, because we could go like along it, right? We could use the glass on like kind of.
I'm just saying, encountering that big ass snake is not worth the time savings. We are not in a rush here.
Alright.
All right.
Well, yeah, we continue going in the direction.
I think we've learned our lesson of driving on strange marble in planets that are mostly not marble.
You say that, and so you're and it's like rough now, right? You're going like 30 kilometers per hour. It slows down, and you're going on this rough stuff here. It takes longer, and you boom, and Harold says, "Sorry about that," and you have this porous rock that sort of like he shatters it with the ATV. Now you're in basically like this big all-terrain. It's like a tank almost. It's, you know, it's for exploratory work and stuff. You shatter this porous rock, and it's full of little tiny versions of this. Like they're like snake-sized, like big snakes, but they're like snake-sized.
Oh, great.
They just like
Love that.
fly everywhere, like they're just infested with it, and they squirm all over the ground. You just see them and like flip up on their tails and burrow into the ground and disappear. And that's it. That's all that happens. And
Harold, maybe avoid those from now on.
yeah, definitely. I will avoid those. Sorry about that. You know, I'm just happy to serve. I'm not getting paid. I'm not, I'm just a techno-feudal slave of that noble house, but I'm here to do my duty. And they made me go with three strangers and a drug addict and a buggy into a radioactive wasteland covered in snakes.
We're not trying to get you killed, but I feel like driving into those rocks will get all of us killed.
Wait, no, why are you? No, you didn't miss it. I'm grateful. This is great. This is way better than my last job.
Oh, you're excited for this?
Yes, this is so much better.
Because we're not treating you like an asshole, or?
Yeah, exactly. I just want friends.
So...
And like he goes back to driving. Yeah, nobody treats him well.
Mumbling under his breath. This seems like a really strange trade.
Yeah. He this is the first time, his first adventure in his life. And anyways,
involves being chased by giant snakes.
All right. Let me show you. Obviously, you got to try to get back to this, the mine. Hopefully, that's a mine. There's 3 things here. There's the thing that Gus thinks is the mine, and then there's the place that has the stone with the swirly mark on it, and then the smokestacks behind it. And then behind all of that is one jagged stone that's clearly been like carved out and reformed, and it's really wide and really tall. This thing is massive. It has symbols on it, and there's a bunch of other stones like that down below it.
Yeah, so I guess maybe we like go around towards like the middle of the 3 points, so we can get a look at all of them.
All right.
Hey Gus, why do these rocks have carvings on them? And why is one of them covered in smoke?
You get predictably no help at all from your 3 companions. So the question is left in the air for you to wonder.
Well, I know it was wishful thinking, but I don't
know. Let's see here. You hit another like a bump, and you can see more of these things just like slither into the ground and disappear. You're in an
ATV. It doesn't come back to bite us in the ass.
You're in an ATV, so it's not like they can do anything. And there'll be one more here. Yep. Another one. Oh, these are fun. Whoops, I'm sorry, I rolled the wrong thing. We don't roll that die here. We don't do that here in Traveller. We do
That's a lot of die.
We only do these.
Somehow I'm more concerned.
25 snakes.
Yeah, right. 25 250 meter long fucking snakes.
Oh man, that's that other game Jahan and I play.
Yeah, you've seen snakes on a plane. Welcome to Snakes on a Planet.
Let's see here. There are 30 of these things. I need to roll for how happy they are. They are
the snakes
indifferent towards you. No, there are these things. There are a huge swarm. There are 30 of these things that swarm around nearby rocks, and they peer at you, and they're really fast. And they look at you. They look really curious. They hop around. They kind of follow you for several kilometers, and then eventually something spooks them, and they just like swarm away in a tide, like 30 of them.
Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. Once we're closer to like the middle, do we see anything around us? Do we see where the smoke seems to be coming from?
Yeah, so a couple of things become obvious. You can see the mine entrance from where you are on the opposite side of this rock formation. You can also tell what the smokestacks are. This is obviously some kind of village. And then lastly, this rock here has... This is not stone, or if it is, it's molten. But you're pretty sure it's not. This is instead some sort of composite material. And the entire thing is this antediluvian, gargantuan, colossal, like composite, like black monolith. and it's got black gray, or not black and brown, like a deep rock tone to it, a stony look to it, and then it's got a bunch of like markings and stuff, and then there's a bunch of them down at the base. You think this is some kind of structure?
Okay. Does the village seem active?
Yes. Yeah, there are people living there and doing things. You can't see who's there. You just see that it's just obvious the smokestacks. Like, that's obviously, you could tell from where
There's
you are.
either people there or it's on fire.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
nothing would be on fire like this, like tiny little controlled fires that are all perfectly spaced.
Okay. I imagine this is an old mining town. My worry is how they react to us being here. Do you think we should go and try to talk to the villagers, or you think we should just head to the mine itself?
I think talking to them probably can't hurt unless they start shooting at us. You know what? Let's ask our lovely old fucking insane prospector buddy. Hey Gus, village here. Talk. Is this gonna be a problem?
That's me. I'm Gus Chiggins, and they call me Jitterbug back in town sometimes. What were you saying?
The village over there next to the mine. Are
Yeah,
they
the old
gonna...
mining town.
What village? Consternation. There's no village out there. I don't see a village. He turns around and points the other way. He can't see that far.
Well, I'll just say, have you heard of a village near the mine?
Oh, Juneberries. There's no villages near the mines. There's not been anybody out here, and there's never been anybody out here except miners. Every once in a while, there's something strange. They tell stories, but I think we have worse things to worry about with those gorts.
Do those strange stories happen to include big black kind of like monoliths?
Well,
have
yeah, they
carvings on
do.
them?
Have you heard the stories?
I haven't actually. Do you mind just sharing those stories?
Oh, when we get back in town, we should buy 'em some pie and then hear the stories. I'm not too good at remembering them. Something about big stones that glow and then people disappear, but miners tell all kinds of strange stories like that.
Oh, neat. That is great. We should do that.
I think let's just go to the mine.
Sure. I am good for getting away from the big fucking monolith.
I think the goat thing is interesting because presumably they're the most dangerous species on this planet, but then we just have a village out here. So I wonder how present they actually are in this area.
I don't know what those lizard things were either.
Oh, they seem aggressive. I guess we're headed. So let's head to the mine.
All right.
It's gonna be filled with gourds. It's gonna be filled with gourds.
Maybe.
We're gonna have to slaughter a bunch of rabbits.
You find the
I
mine
do see a
entrance.
goat up there. I just see it.
Sitting idly in front of the entrance is a fluffy, about 1/3 of a meter tall little furry, fuzzy, chubby creature. And
Yeah.
Gus is like, "Ooh, oh, be careful now. If it looks at you the wrong way, then you know."
Okay, I'm not gonna maintain eye contact with it. But just like look at it through the corner of my eye. I'm gonna try taking like some like one of my cans or rations and like tossing it to the side and see if that attracts its attention.
I'm just gonna pull my sword out just in case.
It flies when you throw the ration. It looks, and then it looks back at you, and then just like a missile, it flies, like, and it latches on to Harold, and like hits his artery.
To Harold?
Yeah, to Harold.
Is Harold a drug addict?
No,
No, Harold's the driver.
Oh well, the driver's in the car, so we're not bringing him in with us, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, then it latches onto your drug addict. And, yeah, I thought Harold was with you. I didn't think you'd leave him in the car. But that makes sense. But and it tears into his artery and just blood starts spraying and everything. And then it swarms around his body just like really fast, like as if it's like a bit of like an electron. And it just like takes stuff like from his bags into its teeth, and then it like flies like a missile, and it just like disappears. Gus Chiggins dives for some stones nearby. You can see like his bottom half sticking up out of the pebbles.
Is Harold dead? Oh, well, whatever. Oh, drug addict?
Yeah, he's dead. He's very dead.
Huh. All right.
Okay, so Gorts are in fact dangerous. That's good to know.
Is there like any old pickaxes? Is there any old like pickaxes or anything around here?
Sure.
Okay, I'll pick one up.
Okay.
That'll be my, brawling weapon I use, I suppose.
Okay.
Do you want a dagger?
No. I'm better with improvised weapons than with blades.
Fair enough.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see here.
I'll get Gus up.
Gus is like, ooh, we better find that claim before that goat comes back.
Yeah, let's hurry up.
All right. He will enter into this. Oh, did I fix this? Yeah. Who has a light? Or who?
Kind of like attach it to like Gus's waist or something.
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, this isn't Dungeons and Dragons. I'm not going to get hyper technical about that sort of thing. If you want to do that, you can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me get rid of.
And I'll have my gun out and the pickaxe by my side.
I'm also gonna have one of the lanterns just on my hip.
Okay. Gus will point ahead and he'll point this way and he'll be like, "There's some equipment. If we had it, it'd make it a lot faster, making sure the claim was secure. Or was it this way?" He points both ways and he's like, "It's been a few years."
What exactly is the claim?
There's a ream of radioactives that got left here by the company ages ago, and I've waited to have an opportunity before the mine cleared out and was completely abandoned. The company has stopped securing the mine space, and so anybody that comes in here can stake a claim as theirs since it's abandoned. All we have to do is have the right amount. If we know the amount of radioactives, we can stake a claim. Bring back evidence to Glumcrag and the mining company will verify the claim and you can turn the claim in for money.
Okay. All right.
And at this point, your radiation counter also has gone up to like 10, 12 rads.
Yeah, okay. So which way do you want to go?
Equipment is useful. Is this cart actually here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. Can we just like push that along with us?
Yeah, now it grinds and makes an awful loud noise, on its rusty wheels. However, It does push along the tracks, and it does work. It's just very loud.
Are we concerned about like secrecy and like because we're here?
Yeah, but if there's
Let's
something
see.
else dangerous inside here,
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, maybe we won't bring the cart for the moment then. Yeah, I think let's try and find the thing first before we deal with any kind of equipment, but let's go... I don't know, I'm feeling good about going right.
okay, we'll go to the right.
All right. Yeah, and you said you pushed the cart with you?
No, we're not pushing the cart.
No, not at the moment.
Okay. All right, let's see. You're able to travel.
That's a fun
Well,
thing
we see
to
that.
just-
We see that in the distance.
Yeah, that you do see that. You turn the corner and immediately you see this little fuzzy creature, and surrounded by eggs, and it like hunches down, and its eyes grow big.
Do you want to show that?
I think we slowly move away,
Okay.
like very cautiously, not to startle it.
All right. For that reason, I'll add a +1 to the reaction roll. Let's see if it likes you or not. It does not. Okay, it's indifferent with a 6, so that's good at least. So you just see these multiple beady eyes as you slowly back away, and it slowly follows you, the edge.
We keep going and try to like break line of sight.
Okay, so you get up to this place right here, and it goes in 3 directions. Now, the quickest way to break line of sight would obviously be to go around this corner here. Everything you see on this map is diegetic, so I'll describe some of the things here. There are old and disused mining equipment bits, things like old tables. There are beds and old rotten boxes and some equipment. There's even another mining cart here. There's also these lines that run overhead. Sometimes they're support beams. Sometimes they are hydraulic or other types of lines to run, power or fluids, etc. Gus will be like, "It's here now. I remember. It's in one of these 3. One of these 3 is it."
Is the claim or is the equipment for the claim?
The claim.
Okay. Well, I guess
Sorry, are these mannequins or corpses?
those are beds.
Yeah, thank you. On them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, no, those are corpses.
okay.
And you notice
Oh, yeah,
something
I
about
see.
the corpses.
Do they look like they died the same way that the lovely drug addict did?
No. They look petrified, and their skin and flesh is like petrified. And they look like someone who's died in a bloated, sudden, like in a bloated chemical way, as if they were stung to death.
Okay, so something stung them, then they were brought back here and they died of like anaphylactic shock or whatever. Okay.
That's encouraging.
I would like to check here briefly, I guess. Like get around this corners where we break line of sight, maybe.
Okay.
Because then we would see what's up here as well as we go by.
You somewhat the opposite's true. You can kind of see there's a larger part of the complex there, and then you go here to break line of sight, and unfortunately something happens. As soon as you get here, Gus Chiggins runs up to the equipment, and he's like, oh, sugar and cream. And he looks up, and let's see, this happens. General sound effect. Maybe this. Something just gives way all of a sudden. The whole place shakes, and the beam lets loose, and it snaps and it cracks. And he's like, "Whoa, biscuits!" And he like tries to run and jump, let's see, it's him and it's you two. The ceiling is collapsing here. It's unstable. And
Just trying to get out.
you all would need to roll a 2d6 to get an 8 to not get crushed by 2d rocks.
Is there any DM here?
Oh no, not unless you have something like an item or something that would give that. But
Well, I guess would the tactic skill help here?
no. Well, you know what? I'm sorry. This is one of those moments. We take the rules seriously here. Outlaw Void, so I'm going to actually bring it up because if I've been wrong on those skills so many times, like I've read them and I'll be like, oh,
Well,
it
yeah,
actually says
it
something
says
totally.
Tactics is a little strange because it says the skill is rather intangible, so the results are left up to the referee.
Yeah, unfortunately, it defines it, and it defines it the way I would imagine. You need to be in combat with a hostile force.
Okay. All right.
Also, things like applying for a job that involves it and stuff. So yeah, but no.
Well, I rolled a 7, so I fail.
Oh no!
I don't think just like having a massive amount of strength is of any use here, is it?
No, but you don't have any items, any kind of. There's not any. I don't guess there is any.
Anything to help dodge rocks? No, not really.
No.
Is this it, everyone? Okay, good news. It is you take 5 damage and you can apply it to your highest physical stat. I'll be really generous.
Does armor assist here?
No, that's a good question. Yeah, no. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I suppose, what are the physical stats? It's like dexterity, endurance, and strength?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gus
I'll apply it
Chiggins.
to my
Oh, go ahead.
endurance, I guess.
Okay,
Mine's
yeah.
on strength.
Okay, keep in mind if you apply it to strength, your strength is how many kilograms of items you can carry without incurring a penalty in combat.
Yeah,
is the
but
first
it's either
thing
I put it
double
on endurance or I put it on dexterity, and both of those are significantly lower.
Yeah.
Well, you passed anyway, right? You got an 8? Or what did you roll?
No, I
Oh, no,
got
you
5.
rolled a 5. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Oh, what did I roll for Gus Chiggins? I just rolled for that dude's stat anyways. He failed anyway. Okay. Yeah. Wait, no. 5, yeah. No, he passed. 8. Okay, Gus Chiggins dives out of the way. Man, I had it wrong.
Great. Fucking old man is spry.
He gets up and he says, thank fiddlesticks. And then, let's see, 2 things happen. He said, first of all, he says, it has to be one of these other 2 then. And then, well, that buys you a little time, actually. Yeah. You do not see that creature, but you know it's here somewhere.
What a disconcerting sentence. Go on the big U-turn, I guess? Do we want to just
Yeah,
go in descending order?
Okay.
I guess so.
All right.
Keeping an eye out for the stability of these beams.
You keep an eye out. How do you do that?
I'm just looking to see how rotted the wood is, I suppose.
It's all rotten.
Does it look like there's any shaking, or as if the slightest thing would break it?
It does look rotten. All of it here looks like that. Like all the support beams in the mine that you've seen so far look like that.
Okay, well then, how about before we get under the big cross center, do we see anything else here? Do we see what seems to be the claim?
No, you do not.
Okay.
He says, the only other thing is it'd be behind that equipment over there. Like where they would actually be working. They'd be behind it. So to check to make sure that the seam is or isn't here, you'd have to actually go up to where the work was done. The support beams do look rotten and unsturdy.
Okay, I'll say, be careful not to touch any beams, I guess. And don't rush forward again to try to grab the equipment. Let's do this carefully as possible.
All right. You walk forward slowly, not disturbing things, and carefully. And he looks behind this. He looks behind this. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll for old Gus Chiggins, and I'm going to see if he's a problem right now. And if he's not, everything's going to be great. But we have to hope that he doesn't trip and fall, which is something Gus Chiggins does. He does not. And he's able to look back and he can verify. He's like, the claim ain't here. It's not back here. It's got to be in that other one.
Okay.
And when you come back out, it's at that moment that right in front of both your exit and the possible pathway of the claim is a cute, fuzzy creature.
With 3 eyes and horns. That's great. You feel like shooting it?
You feel like slashing at it?
It's in our way. I'm gonna go with yeah.
Okay, well then, if you're approaching it to slash, I will take the shot.
Sure.
It gets angry. It gets angry.
I hope it does.
Let's see here. Because you're the attacker, there's no initiative in this game. You just simply roll to hit.
Okay.
Right. How far is it from me? The distance.
You can count this as, I think it's, let me look at the chart. It's basically normal, which is short distance or medium.
Okay. Is it short or is it medium? Because if
It
it's
is
short, I have a
short.
+1.
It is short
Okay,
distance.
well, then
It's not very
I have
far
a
away.
+1. What is the armor of this creature?
It has no armor.
Okay, so it has no armor, so that would be +3. So it's +4, +1. So +5. 2d6 +5 for me.
Sorry, I just want to double check. So this is short range?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, for me with the gun, right? If you would need to like approach it to get into like short or close, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be in close. Short range is good for me, so yep. Because if this is no armor, short range, and me, this is
You can move and move and use your sword if you want.
this is like a +10.
With the sword. The sword.
Because I have a high enough strength that I have the advantageous
Yeah.
this modifier, and then short is +3 and no armor is +5. So
All right, roll to hit. You do not want to not hit.
I hit.
What'd you get?
It looks like Emberson also hits, and because it's the first round of combat, right? We deal like bonus damage or something, right, or something like that.
I don't remember that, but either way, I'll check on that in a second. But roll for regular damage.
All right, that is 10 points from me.
Okay.
my damage is 4 dice. Roll 13.
13. So you hear like a squeak as like part of this alien bunny gets popped off, and then Thicket described what you do with a giant blade to it.
I'm just gonna bisect it, I think. Just aiming to cut it in half.
Yeah, you do that. You cut it in half. It doesn't seem so tough after all. Just a cute little alien bunny there in 2 pieces.
Okay.
Gus comes up. You done killed the Gort.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, strawberry muffins.
No, it's a rabbit.
What's a rabbit?
Hey,
Yeah,
listen.
fair question. I asked
Um,
myself that the same. Just
that goat was clearly a parent looking after its young. I don't want to be here when the other parent gets back.
you don't want to be here with the fucking eggs. Yeah. Are Gort eggs worth anything? Because if we don't get
question.
radioactives out of this, then it might. I don't know. Are people in the market for bioweapons?
I imagine they would be with something. You know. I think for now, let's go upwards.
All right. All right. You go up, and you can see that the beams here are also rotten. It's about to give way. Now, this is a interesting problem. He points. He says, "That's it, right there." And your radiation counter spikes up to 60. 60 rads is you're going to start getting radiation sickness. Is anyone not in a protection suit, other than Gus, who's a mutant anyway?
No, I would have put mine on before.
No.
Everybody's in a protection suit?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is hot. And but then he points and he says, if we start trying to pick away at figuring out how many radioactives are in here, we'll bring this whole place down on us. We'll lose the whole thing, probably our lives. We got to get that equipment that's on the other side before that other critter comes back.
What type of
Other
equipment is that?
Well,
Well,
there's a modular support beam, and we could put it up on the ceiling here and reinforce that wall with a big plate
Okay.
shoring of a piece of metal, and it'd give us an ability to work. And then I have a big torch beam that we could bring in from a crane, and I could rip this seam open, and I could get us a number. Now, if we think that's too dangerous, I could give a guess, but that'd be a lot less money.
Sorry, you said other creature.
Oh,
well, like I said, there was one parent. There's probably another parent somewhere.
makes sense to me.
But you
Oh.
you Gus haven't seen anything other than that gourd, have you?
Nope.
Okay, let's go back to the middle area, I suppose.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, let me roll a couple of times here.
Roll for Gort.
Rolling for Gort. Oh no.
That's too much Gort.
It's
We got gorted.
okay.
It's Gordon time.
Yeah. So as soon as you turn the corner toward the entrance, you can see eyes out in the dark of the mine, the entrance, looking at you. It's here. You've got moments to act.
This is like Gort eyes or
Yeah. Oh yeah.
many Gort eyes?
Well, Gorts have many eyes, but you think it's a Gort.
Oh, I meant like, is there many as,
No,
as in the number of
Is there
Gorts, or is it
multiple?
just
No,
one
just one.
three-eyed little bastard?
Yeah, just one.
No. New plan, same as the first.
Yeah, might as well. See how it goes.
Or you're gonna try to fight
I'll
it.
take my shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just one, right? Yeah.
Something bad happens related to this because you turn a corner. I'm going to give it its chance. I'm going to roll for surprise. So you guys will roll a d6. Thicket, you can roll a d6. You want to get not less than...
I want to check that because I think I saw something about surprise with one of my skills.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Well, anyways, you're not
'cause I
surprised.
think- well, I
However,
think- yeah.
I am interested. But
Well, I think it says something like tactics. Yeah, when small units encounter hostile forces by like battle, ambush, etc., tactical skill can provide an advantage in gaining victory or reducing the disaster of defeat. So does tactics do something here?
Yeah, probably. Let's see here. Tactics.
Because we're small
Battle by
units
ambush.
encountering a hostile force.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is the huge difference because I was going to do something else and it was going to kill one of you all here now, and because you have tactics. But you have to tell me how you stop this. This thing saw you first. You were not surprised, but the aggressor gets to act. This thing is mad. Instead, if you could tell me how, what sort of tactical, what would your tactical genius in spotting this be like? Do this now, and then it would keep it from being able to attack first.
Are you gonna blind it with a flashlight?
Or at least prevent it, from being able to like fly like a missile and take out one of your jugulars.
Yeah, well, so I don't know how sensitive it is to sound or not, but I was thinking maybe just kicking the minecart in its direction, just creating a lot of noise, trying to like distract it or like cause like a little chaos for it.
Yeah, that you could do that. So you tell everybody, like, you're like, get behind the minecart, and you all force the minecart forward, and it creates this big tumbling wreck of stuff, and it has to skirt around to the side, and it's fast, boom, and it like shoots off to the side away from the minecart. But that gives you time. You pull out your guns. You do not want to not kill this thing on one round.
All right.
It is short distance. And Thika, yes, Emberson can move up to attack it with your sword. You can drive yourself closer to hit it with your sword.
I will absolutely do this with my ridiculous amount of fucking...
I hit...
Look, Emberson does one thing really well, and it's swing this fucking sword, man. There's a 13.
13 to hit? Yeah. 13 hits. Yeah. And then is Gus Chiggins? Oh, yeah, you got a 9 to hit.
No, I rolled as Gus by accident. I rolled.
Gotcha. And you got 8 damage. And then what about the broadsword? Because 8 will not be enough. So if you don't... Okay, that is enough. The same thing happens again. So like it shoots off to the side. You bring up your rifle like Western style, and it hits against a wall, and then Emberson, you just come up. How do you finish it?
I think this one's getting beheaded. Just
you swing your broadsword, and this tiny little fuzzy head just like flies from its body as it hits the wall and bounces back before it's able to hop onto you. And this is
why everyone needs a good fucking sword.
All right. Let's see here. At least that problem is not a problem. Now, you get to this intersection, and you see a couple of things here. First of all, over here, Gus will immediately look nervous, and he'll be like, "Don't worry about that. It's not. It's down this way." But there is something glistening, and the floor looks there's like a portion of the rail here, or the mine cart rail, that has disappeared into a big puddle, and it's like a big puddle, but there's nothing dripping into the puddle. It's just a thing of fluid, like a puddle, but there's nothing dripping into it. But the water is rippling.
That's like here?
Yeah. And there are portions of the ground and wall nearby that sort of glisten.
Okay. What do we see down here that Gus said not to worry about?
That goes further off into the darkness where it looks like mining work would take place.
Okay. Do you want to maybe take a like torch and like throw it into the puddle, see what happens?
No, but we can do it anyway.
Well, at least I think because it's rippling, so I would like to at least like pick up like a little rock nearby and maybe throw it into the water.
Okay.
You're gonna see what agitating the agitation is gonna do.
It makes it mad.
What
And
is it?
you see this thing.
It's a snake.
And Gus Chiggins, he announces what this is. He
That's
says,
not a snake. Never mind.
That's a flarb. That's not too bad. It's not nearly as bad as a gort. And he puts his hands on his hips and expects you to take care of that. Oh, wait. It didn't show up. Why did it not show up?
Oh no! Oh wait.
I see it. I see it. Yeah, I see.
All right. What do you do?
Yeah, I guess I'll shoot at it.
You can.
When you say not as bad as a gort, what do you mean?
You can try to shoot at it. Same thing. And Emberson, do you want to shoot at it or do you want to run up and hit it with your sword?
No, I don't have a gun. I have to stab the thing.
All right. Here it goes. Roll to hit.
Great.
Does it have
what-
armor?
Yeah.
It does not have armor. It has
great.
nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So I hit.
That's a 20.
Nice. All right.
Is it possible for me to? What do you have to hit? Roll to hit for this?
An 8.
Oh shit! I
It's mathematically
so I
impossible
literally
for you to miss.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could just say, I don't need to roll anymore, and you could just do that if you want, or whatever's fun for you.
Okay. I did
almost
13 points of damage.
All right. What about, yeah.
18.
Oh, how much?
18.
18.
Okay. You all managed to kill it. It was unable to act before you can kill it. That's kind of your all strategy so far. Just kill it. We'll figure it out later. And that
Pretty
that
much.
seems
Except
to
for the
work.
snake.
All right. And he says, "All right, let's don't worry about that down there. Let's go down here and get the equipment and let's get out of here."
Sure.
What are we not worrying about?
There's nothing
Going
down
deep
there.
into the mine. Okay.
Okay, because Gus, I just want to point out, you saying don't worry about that is a lot more concerning than that's just an empty mine. So
You
maybe
just
just
let- here-
start with that's an empty bit of mine.
That's an empty
before, but
mine.
Don't worry about that. Thank you. Great.
And he
Is
daughters.
this gooey puddle just like from the flarb?
So yeah, I should explain. That gooey puddle was actually its mouth.
It's back.
And
Oh, it's out.
It was
Okay.
down there with its mouth open. And when you threw a rock in it, it like jumped up like a piranha, or like it was like a big brainy shaped Venus flytrap, and it like came up out.
I see.
There's a D&D monster like this too. It has like a maw that sticks up and it tries to eat treasure. I can't remember. Yeah. Anywho, you go down here and you get the necessary mining equipment. Now, you have two options here. You can carry it back, it's much slower, or you can put it in a mine cart much faster, much louder.
I think let's minecart. I think we've killed
Okay.
all. So I presume, well, there might be more goats, but I presume the mated pair and their kids were like the dominant ones in this area. Possibly
Well,
the
those
only
were-
ones.
Assuming that the thing that stung those dead guys isn't still here.
Well, that's a different matter altogether.
Yeah, I know.
You see down in this corner here. Let me turn the music on for it. Maybe like this. The eggs have hatched, and they're all these tiny little fuzzy, little tiny little bunnies that are about this tall with 3 eyes. There's probably 10 of them.
Do they look angry and/or hungry?
They look confused, like they want their mommy.
We can give them their mother back.
No, I think I'll just toss some rations into the entrance.
They tear
The
into
last
it.
time you
and
did
start
that, one
eating.
of us got fucking killed.
Let's just get moving. Let's get moving while they're eating.
You want to not learn from your fucking
Eh,
actions?
okay, they're babies. They don't know how to hunt yet.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
hope.
They're baby. Well, we are. All right, all right. You push the mine cart. You come up to these this stack of stuff here, and roll for surprise, because you have a big loud mine cart.
Is this just the 1d6 here?
Yeah, you do not want to get a 3 or below.
Oh,
You
look,
got a 3 or below. That makes you surprised. And launching from these
5
things
baby quartz.
are little snake things, and I'm going to randomly determine who they attack. Oh, let's see here.
Next time we set the place on fire.
I think I've been dragging this dead gourd along with you all the whole time.
No. It just
No, it's
that's
been-
where it
it's been
died.
there.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, and it's gonna go in this order. It's gonna go. Come on. Come on, Foundry. You can do it. I believe in you. Okay. It's gonna go. It's gonna go Gus Chiggins, Emberson, and then no. It's gonna go Psyche, Emberson, Gus Chiggins. So that's 1, 2, 3. Psyche, Emberson, Gus Chiggins. I'm gonna use a D6 3 times for those. So I got.
I think there's one on each of us. One on-
So that is a that is a 2, a 3, and a 1. So yeah, one of each. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'm gonna have them roll to hit. I think actually I have stats for this. It is teeth at short range against what kind of armor do you guys have?
Cloth.
Cloth.
Because we're wearing the heavy protective
Oh,
suits.
yeah.
Except for Gus, he who is not wearing anything other than regular clothes, I think.
This is so interesting. When you wear cloth armor and you use your teeth, it gives you no bonus. Or no negative modifier. And then at short range, it's 0. So they get a +2 against Gus. I'm going to do him first. He misses.
Great.
Gus
Well, that
is
does,
okay.
Yeah, that hits him.
Wait, no, that
No,
does
that
hit
hits
him.
him, right?
That's
With
right.
+2.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'll do Emberson next. I got to get an 8. It misses. Okay, and then I'm going to do Psyche. And it misses. Okay. So let's see what it does to Gus. 2D.
Oh. I feel like that's a dead Gus.
Yeah, he immediately is bitten in the neck, and he says, "Oh, biscuits!" And then he like falls to the ground, and starts convulsing. And now you are able to act. What do you do?
Kill them.
You can try to do that. Roll to hit.
This game doesn't have opportunity attacks, right?
Have what?
Opportunity attacks.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
It does have
I would
tactical.
like to-
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I would like to just reposition a bit further away and then take a shot.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything that says you can't do that.
Is this close range or short range?
This
Imagine you're in close now.
I also want to note that this world has 87.5% gravity. This might give a bonus to hit with a sword. Actually, no, it doesn't give anything. It just would change a penalty. Okay. Sorry, go ahead. They do not have armor.
They do not have armor. All right.
So they're short range, close range?
Short, and you can move.
I hit this one.
Okay.
So I hit that one for 14 points of damage to this top one.
14. That is just not enough to kill it.
I got an 18, which definitely hits. So what damage am I doing to? Okay, well the one next to me is fucking dead, I think, with 22 damage.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it is. Okay.
Level of concern I would have for it. Oh no, it's not dead after 22 damage.
They make their attacks on each of you. 6 and misses. Both of them miss. All right, you can try to attack these two.
Alright. I'll shoot at the same one.
I'm not gonna bother rolling to hit because I'm pretty sure I am just gonna hit them.
Yep.
Oh
no. Oh yeah, it does hit.
Oh,
Nice.
I still hit. Yeah. I only miss on a 3. Oh no, I only miss on a 2.
13 damage to the one attacking Gus.
That'd be 14 to this one, to the one I was attacking.
Okay.
That had already taken 14 last time.
That kills that one. The one attacking Gus is not dead. I'm going to make a morale check for it. And...
Oh, it's a sad snake.
6. Let me just make sure that I have morale correct here. 6. There's 7 plus. Oh yeah, no, it failed for a group to stand, yeah. And then it had negative modifiers. So it flees if you let it flee.
No.
Nope. Well, you'll have to chase after it. There's no opportunity attacks. Do you run after it?
Yes.
All right. Let's see here.
I'm not running after it. I'm not running.
There are evasion rolls. Let's see. Escape and avoidance. They have to roll a 9 plus. They are at short range, so they are 2d6 minus 1 to get a 9. Otherwise, they stay in combat. I will let them move, however, of course. It fails to escape combat. All right, so you can shoot it and run up and hit it again if you want.
Yep, I'm gonna run up and hit it. Which, with a minimum roll of a 12, it's, yep.
I think it would be possible for you to not hit through negative modifiers, like if you were attacking someone in combat armor and stuff like that.
Yeah, it is. For up to cloth, cloth is the point where I start not having any positive modifiers. I don't have negative ones for anything else. I can't hit anything beyond short range, and in close I get a -8. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see it. What'd you guys get?
Well, it's that much damage.
All right. How do you kill this fleeing snake?
It's just gonna get cut just right down the spine, I think, just out of spite.
Okay. You do that. And it takes you hours now, as you manage to pretty much just slay every creature in this entire place. Because Gus, in his delirious state, has to slowly describe how to set everything up so that you don't bring the entire place.
Oh, I thought he died.
No, he's not dead, but he is severely wounded. Does anyone have medic?
I do, but the medic kit is outside. Unless I can do some like rudimentary first aid inside here, the actual like medic kit is outside.
It is time to look at that because he is severely wounded, and I think it says that if he doesn't get medical care for a serious wound,
how heavy is a med kit? Because I might have brought mine with me.
It's 10 kg. There's no way you have it.
Oh, yeah, probably not. What's the weight limit normally?
It's equal to your strength.
Oh yeah, then there's no way I'm carrying.
Yeah,
that.
modified by the gravity a little bit, but still,
Which
yeah.
is like I mean even then 80% like yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah, what's
so
your?
Oh, sorry.
My strength is 12.
Oh, your strength is 12. Okay, well, yeah, that's pretty good, but still, yeah.
So
what were you saying, Ross?
So you would have to. You're not going to be able to treat a serious wound. However, if you drag him outside, so this is a lot of time. You drag him outside to the ATV, Get the medical 1 kit. Wait for 3 hours, which I will roll for the animal encounters for. Then you can get him conscious and stable. And then he will be, after 3 hours, he will be reduced. He'll be like reduced, and he'll be able to come in and help you do everything.
Yeah, and I presume that's faster than like trying to do it on our own, right?
Yeah.
Not with
I don't.
he's of us have yet.
He's unconscious.
Yeah.
So the good news is
Yeah,
I just rolled a 1, a 1, and a 4. So no animal encounters. And I have this fun list of animals I made, which took like hours today.
Out of curiosity, how many animals are on that list?
No, just
At
6.
least 4.
Yeah. You
Okay.
saw 4 of 6. Okay, so you do that. It takes 3 hours, and then you drag him back in. He slowly supervises you all setting all this stuff up. You get your ATV up in front of the mine. Now that the nest of the quartz is gone, and you have him guard the entrance, and then you secure it and everything, and you take your time, and you determine you're able to return back to the dregs. Let's see here. And I will tell you how much radioactives you find in just a moment.
Yep. And we need to take it to the mining company, right? To like turn it in.
Yeah. And that's a legal claim. Once you have that claim, then there's a next step, which is that you have to get the claim off the planet and turn it in. I got this from
Wait,
Belt
what?
Strike.
Yeah. Wait, so
alternately, you can go back and mine it and make more money as the miner too. But by staking a claim, you found it, then you get credit for it, and then the mining, you go and you physically take this claim to the mining company out in space, and then you say, "Hey, this is mine." To try to take that from someone is called claim jumping. So we'll talk about that in a little bit, but let's see here. Let's see how much you find. That's a big deal.
I mean, even like a percentage of the value of radioactives is pretty good. So
yeah, it's not going to be like a lot, but it's going to be valuable. And that's the whole point. Let me find it here. There it is. Radioactives. A single.
Maybe like a lot more money if we did every step, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna. So there's 1D quantity of radioactives. So what I'm gonna do is, because it's not. This is like what a whole ship would hold. So like one ship would have a unit. So a scout ship would have 1 unit. I'm gonna say you find D3 units, which is outrageous anyway. And then you gotta get this claim. All right, you find 3 units, so it's 3 million credits worth total. Okay. Now hang on, that's not that. So then you got a couple options. If you go and mine it yourself and extract it, that 3 million credits is a commodity you own, right? If you don't, I'm going to give you a percentage of that somebody else is going to take the claim, and they're going to come back and mine it. It'd be a mining company. One of them is all you got to do is get the space and then jump out of Glumcrag and turn it in. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a starship encounter right now. And so long as I don't roll a starship encounter and roll a low reaction roll, you're going to make it out. So that's going to be a percentage. So that's 3 million. It would be at 20%. That's what 600,000 credits, which is the largest payout in the game so far.
That still works for me. Yeah.
The alternative is
I don't know about you, Emberson, but I'm not here to mine radioactive material myself. I'm not exactly trained in that.
No, I'm the goal was never mine it ourselves. It was let's find it and get out.
It's the other downside to actually being a free trader and having the commodity is you have to find the ship, the crew, you have to find the market and actually sell it at the market, and then which is fun. It's a fun mini game. It's what Traveller's for. But okay, so 600,000. All right, so here
we just got assaulted by rabbits and snakes. So
I feel proud of my little. I feel like I space westerned. I feel like I did space western.
I think those goats were
Am I
scary.
space western? Space westerning. Let me find what we need next is space. Outlaw Void is a science fiction adventure setting inspired by space westerns and 1970s pulp science fiction. The music is by various artists you can see in the description, including Greg Gibson from Timberzeel. Classic Traveller is one of the first role-playing games and the first sprawling space simulator ever created by Mark Miller in Games Designer Workshop. You can find all of the published Classic Traveller products by Far Future Enterprises and Mongoose Publishing in the description. Mythic Mountains Folk Tabletop is an online play club that champions folk tabletop. Those are games played by actual people, not run or controlled by some huge corporation or ideologues. The table is the authority. What actually happens at the table is what matters. We upload our games weekly, so you can sit in and watch folk games being ran without performances, fancy equipment, or monetization. It's just a group of people playing folk RPGs our way. You're welcome to join us. Until then, be safe out there between jumps.